Alright, so guys, this is Scrap Shop Cosplay. We've got Cain and Oarin here. Guys, thanks for talking to Beyond Cosplay. So, basically just to get started, where did you guys get into cosplay and how did you fall into this mad world?
So, I studied in high school. I dropped off because of study and whatnot, but we got back into this about 18 months ago with the release of the first new Star Wars movie. We built a couple of Mandalorians for that, and that's really how we got started again.
A big driver from there as well, continuing it, was love.
Okay, cool. So obviously that was your very first cosplay, or had you done previous stuff before that?
Not really, no. I liked the community, but I'd never done it before that.
Okay.
So.
Oarin?
Yeah, I'd never done anything in cosplay before that.
Okay, so when did you decide that it was a good idea to just go from chilling with cosplay to something as epic as what you've got in your hand with the Reinhardt armor?
So
Just comes across as a pretty big jump.
it is, and there's a story behind it. So we were discussing building a big costume. We'd seen a couple around, and we were like, let's build a big one. And if you know Warhammer 40,000, we wanted to build an XV-88, the Tau battle suit. And we discussed it for ages and ages and ages. And then the Overwatch beta came out. And we were sitting around playing that with some friends, having a few beverages, and then a few more, and we made the joke that we could build a Reinhardt. That'd be hilarious. I wake up the next morning and Oarin has spent the rest of the night designing a complete subframe for Reinhardt. And I'm like, oh, okay, we're building a Reinhardt. And it kind of just went from there. We knew we were going to build a big one, but what it was, we weren't 100% sure. And then we saw Reinhardt and we were like, that's the one.
Yeah. So do you guys have any sort of engineering background, design background, construction?
So,
Most
yes.
people straight out of high school, they don't, and they build cool cosplays, but...
So yes, myself, I come from a car painting background. That's my background, and a programming background.
And then I also studied programming and did 2 years of robotic engineering.
Okay, so what was the build time on the Reinhardt? I'm sure most people have asked you, but...
So we never clocked on or off, but it's roughly between 1,500 and 2,000 hours, give or take.
Okay.
Something to say there is a lot of that is R&D time. We spent a lot of time working on things, getting it wrong, rebuilding it.
For instance, just the knee assemblies. I spent an entire week just on the assemblies, not just trying to get them to function the way they function. The entire week was lost to that.
So a long time. So we all know about our good friend Hench Wench taking the national title here last year.
Yes.
And then headed overseas to some international titles.
Yep.
How you guys been going working with her on these new projects of the Paladin and the Priest that we've heard a little bit about?
Okay, so a bit has changed in that time. We have organised with AMD to work at their booth at PAX this year. So we will be changing costumes. Wench and us will still be working together.
Yep.
So we'll be building a couple of costumes from the Quake game. Quake Champions. So.
Okay.
But,
is that the current project?
Yes. The moment we step away from Brisbane Oz Comic Con next weekend,
Yep.
It'll be 18 hours a day, full steam ahead, till PAX.
Crazy. All right. So, any other secrets that you can tell us about those costumes that you haven't told anyone yet?
Yes, we can tell, but it's not a secret, to be perfectly honest with you, just haven't really spoken about it. We will be building a Doomslayer.
From Doom 2016 and now, of course, Quake Champions as well.
Claire will be building a Galena. It's another champion from the Quake Champions game. And there will be a couple of other cosplayers we haven't quite looked in yet. We'll be doing a couple of other things as well. So.
Fantastic. So do you guys find these days that you're doing more personal cosplays or more commissions for other people?
Commissions for other people at the moment.
Is that paying your bills?
Somewhat, yes.
All right. So this is just a question that we try and ask as many people as possible.
Yep.
What's the most embarrassing song on your current on your current playlist?
His playlist or mine? Because mine's a list of embarrassing.
I was going to say, I think our like 14-hour bender of Megan Trainor on the way to Sydney.
The Megan Trainor one's really good. So we had this Megan Trainor-a-thon for a little while there. Yeah, I've got a dedicated Britney Spears playlist that pops up every now and then, but that's probably not the worst. Power ballads, 80s and 90s power ballads.
Oh, yeah.
I love me some Whitney Houston. I love me some Celine Dion. You like walk past our workshop and you're like, I will always love you, and you're like, what is?
And we are belting it.
Yeah. So
Guys,
there's a few.
That's absolutely fantastic. So, it's been great talking with you guys. Is there any advice that you can give to our up-and-coming cosplayers about going this big and epic in their own homes?
So what a lot of people don't know about Reinhardt is he was built in a 3 meter by 3 meter garden shed that was so small Orin couldn't stand up in it. We built a piece, he went inside. We built a piece, it went inside. I slept with Reinhardt's leg in my bed for months.
So what you're saying is that it is possible.
It is
for anyone to do
Absolutely
it.
possible.
It is absolutely possible. Some of the best builders this country have built in bedrooms or in kitchens. Like, they don't have full workshops. We have one of the biggest workshops of anyone we know, and it's still not a very large one.
Yeah.
So you can build anything in any size space. Just start doing it.
Yeah.
No questions asked. You haven't built a big one until you've built one. We had never done one. We didn't even know where to start. We're like, where do we start? And we started. It took us a long time, a lot of mistakes. Like, we always say, we build 2 costumes. One goes in the bin, one goes to the convention. So what you see here is iteration after iteration. Just start. There's no better way to build it than to start.
Pick up a knife, start cutting. You'll
Yeah.
make mistakes, we all do, but eventually you'll get a product that you're happy with.
Fantastic. Well, guys, thank you very much for talking with Beyond Cosplay.
Not a problem at all.
Thanks for coming to the convention and showing everybody your fantastic work. Good luck down in Sydney, and good luck with the rest of the workshop.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.